This is a two-part assignment. For the first part, I'll ask you to translate a list of vocabulary words from English into your language. For the second part, I'll ask you to rewrite the following sentences to create questions in the past tense by placing was or were before the subject. Also, don't forget to include a question mark. It's important to be in the habit of always including, first, a capital letter at the beginning of every sentence and punctuation in the form of period, exclamation point, or question mark at the end of every sentence. Let's go back to our list of words, but first talk about to be, past tense, question form. When creating a question in the past tense, we first place the verb to be in the front. Let's see what we're talking about here. I was funny. How do I create a past tense question? I take the verb to be, was, and place it in front. Was I funny? You were awake. Let's take the to be verb, were. Were you awake? He was tall. Was he tall? She was downtown. Was she downtown? It was on the floor. Was it on the floor? We were fast. Were we fast? They were asleep. Were they asleep? Notice that in order to make this a past tense question, we take the to be verb, was or were, and we place it in the front. That creates an automatic question. Was I funny? Were you awake? Also notice that every sentence starts with a capital letter, no matter what. And notice that every sentence ends with a question mark. That's because these are questions. We call them interrogative or questions. Now, let's take a look at the list of vocabulary words that you will translate from English first and then to your language. Recipe, ship, free, angry, low, door, lady, thin, young, crutches, ashtray, sky, easy, velvet, enough, nail clippers, kindergarten, flight attendant, tablecloth, bitter, seasick, behind, together, airplane. Be sure to repeat these words as you hear me say them. Again, repetition is most important for many reasons. Now let's look at the second part of this assignment. Rewrite the following sentences to create questions in the past tense by placing was or were before the subject, just like I discussed here. Let's look at the sentences. 1. It was free. How can I make that a past tense question? I can take the to be verb was and put it in the front to make it a question. It was free becomes, was it free? And then I put a question mark at the end. Also, only write the question. You don't need to type the statement. Just create a question out of the statement and type that. 2. The airplane was very low in the sky. How would we make this a past tense question? Well, let's find the be verb, was, and put it in the front. Was the airplane very low in the sky? Question mark. 3. The mall was empty. They were in kindergarten together. It was bitter. Are you repeating as I state these? 6. You were angry at Susan. The recipe was easy. The nail clippers were in the drawer. The curtains were velvet. The tablecloth was dirty. It was enough. She was a flight attendant when she was young. The ashtrays were full. The lady was thin. Claude was seasick on the ship. And the crutches were behind the door. I look forward to seeing your response.